another video. My name is Kayla and I'm so excited to be doing this video because we are halfway through my chemo treatment. Of course, we have our favorite dog, Billy, who always loves to be in the cameras. I have officially completed 6 treatments and I want to give you guys like an update. I thought it would be kind of cool to kind of just like go through what I felt, how I feel, and like other like, you know, everyday things, kind of like break it down on like some symptoms that I have, symptoms that I don't have, kind of just give you like a ballpoint of like what happened to me in the first 3 months. I have been recording like videos, vlogs, so if you want to check those out, include the playlist in this video. So if you want to check those out, it'll be great. That way you can see like the things that I found out and exactly how I feel throughout the process. But other than that, I think that we're just gonna jump right into it. So originally I told myself that I wanted to kind of just like break it down, kind of explain what chemo was or chemotherapy was. So when you do have cancer, whether it's lymphoma or breast cancer, lung cancer, leukemia, just whatever type of cancer you have, they have different treatments for different people. Some people go through radiology, some people just get the mass removed, some people go chemotherapy, some people do all of it. So with me, my treatment was basically just chemotherapy. Each person, again, their chemotherapy treatment is designed for them. So mine was designed specifically for the type of lymphoma I have, and I am currently going through infusion. Chemotherapy is basically just like kill off your cells. It doesn't just fight cancer cells, it fights all cells. So when you see people who are sick or tired, or me in my numerous videos, I talk about how I have like low white blood cells. It's because the chemotherapy medicine are currently attacking all of my cells. That reason is why my cells are like lower than what they normally are. So I'm like very detailed in my cancer story video where I kind of explain every single thing, where I started, how I found out, how long the process was. I had a total of 6 months, a total of 6 cycles, 2 treatments per cycle. One thing that I kind of think that would be really cool to talk about, the side effects. That's the main thing that I think most people are like concerned when it comes to chemo. When I first found out that I had cancer, to be honest, that was the thing that I was most afraid of. It affects everybody completely different, and I always saw cancer patients going through chemo like very frail or very weak from like TV or everything you just see, and like they throw up. I just really thought that this was going to be a very miserable 6 months of my life because I was going to be very sick all the time and I wasn't going to be able to do anything. I think that me like going through like what the typical cancer symptoms are and the ones that I have and the ones that I don't have, I thought that would be a cool idea. So we are going to talk about side effects. First side effects for chemotherapy, which everybody knows, is your hair loss. If you watch any of my videos, you can tell that that was probably the most concerning like side effect for me. I'm a natural girl who literally loved her hair, and like losing it was like a big thing for me. A big chop 2 years ago. I felt like I grew my hair so much in 2 years. It was healthy, it was nice. So finding out I was going to lose my hair before my after the 2-year mark, it was kind of like devastating. But yeah, no, definitely it was something that I experienced. I didn't know what I expected. I tried not to look too much into like to expect, but I would just shed hair every day. I didn't really have any bald spots. It was kind of more so like thinning, like you could start seeing my scalp more, and then after that I just like shaved it, and then I shaved it really short, and then I just shaved it all off. So I definitely did lose hair. I'm kind of still trying to get over like the idea of like not having hair. Obviously I'm wearing a wig in this video. I've been trying to like wear my hair, my bald head as much, and post more and just try to be more comfortable in like not having hair. I lost like my pubic hair and my underarm hair. I still have eyebrows and I still have eyelashes, but those are other things that you can lose. So I am grateful that I don't have to shave anymore. The hair on my head is completely gone. Another thing that is very common too is nausea and vomiting. I don't experience these symptoms that often. Every once in a while I might feel like nauseous when it comes to like meals, or like if I'm out and I haven't eaten anything and I'm feeling really weak or light, then I feel nauseous. But I haven't never thrown up, not once, which I'm so grateful for. Fatigue probably be the #1 symptom that I feel, especially during the week of chemo. I complain about being tired all the time. I just have no energy to do anything at some point, and I'm the type of person that like sometimes I just have to do it, and like I beat myself up because I don't have the physical energy to do it. So loss of appetite, that is another very common symptom, and yeah, I experienced that a lot. But for the most part, I don't really feel hungry, and I have to mentally just tell myself to like eat. Constipation, that's the one that I'm not surprised that I got. Like, I had a terrible stomach before chemo, and I'm sure a lot of people do, I don't know, but yeah, so it just made it worse. I take laxatives daily to help keep me regular. Nails, so you hear a lot of, or I guess you don't, I don't know if people even know about this, but like black nails is like something that kind of comes with chemo. Only my like thumbs, and it's not even the whole thumb, it's just like the first like part right here, those are black. I hate it, but you know, what can I do? Smells, I think I'm so sensitive to smells, like especially like food smells. I know onions are not like the best smells in the world in general, but like now they smell worse. It's like I don't even want them on my food. I can smell it like from a distance, like I don't even have to be close and I can just smell an onion. My body wash, I enjoyed that, and I had to switch it up, so now I use like unscented or like very natural, so like oatmeal or shea butter or things like that, but nothing like too scenty. It just messes with me. Blood clots, yeah, it fucking sucks, but yes, I do have blood clots. First time that I noticed it, it was like I thought I had a crook in my neck. We did ultrasound, turns out I have blood clots, and now I'm on blood thinners. So yeah, I mean, kind of honestly, when I think about it, I kind of have every single chemotherapy symptom except for vomiting. It's just very minimum. I'm able to like manage it. Like, I'm able to manage being fatigued. I take naps when I need it, I rest when I need it, I try not to overwork myself. Blood clots, we have medicine for that. Hair loss, I cut it off. My nails, is nothing really I can do. My appetite, I force myself to eat. Kind of just like all these like symptoms, I do experience them. It's just like I said, I thought that I was going to be like throwing up, frail. Weight loss is something that happens with chemo. I am still like the same weight. I haven't lost any weight, which is very important to me right now, even though I want to lose weight, but I think maintaining my weight is more important than losing weight because I don't want to be frail. Side effects, I feel like that's like I kind of experienced everything. All right, let's move on to the next section, and we'll talk about remission and what that means for me. My doctor told me that after 2 cycles, which was November and December, that I would go through a PET scan and see where our progress was. After we see the progress, depending on like what the progress was, they will remove one of the medicines. So like when I talked about in the first chemo, I am doing the ABVD, so they took away the B, limicin. They took away that, and the reason why he took that away is because the side effect is like heart related, and if it's something that I didn't need, he didn't want me to have to like experience it. So we took that away because one, my PET scan that I did on January 7th turned out to be amazing. That's what he told me. He was like, the lump that I used to have right here in my neck is like, I can't even feel it. You guys know I had a mass in my chest. It significantly reduced. Also, I had here that also like went down a lot, so it was kind of just like crazy. I didn't know what to expect, but I also did not expect for him to tell me that I was officially in remission, partial remission. Like, I'm not completely cancer free yet. Obviously, I still have the mass in my chest. It just felt really good to know that like going forward, I haven't had any like cancer spread to anywhere else, no other affected lymph nodes, and the treatment that I'm on is working. So the ones that I had was either resolved completely or significantly reduced. I'm finishing my treatment cycle, but I am in remission, and I think that was like the most amazing thing ever. Like, I only take 3 drugs, which is amazing. The thing that I talked about or I wrote down on my list is content update. So I guess I would kind of give you guys an update on what I'm doing with my channel as far as like cancer, and then like maybe afterwards. So content update. Right now I am honestly, I think I'm kind of in a content rut. I haven't been recording as much just because I feel like my videos are getting repetitive. It's just me in my everyday life, and all I do is spend time at home. I don't know if I'm gonna like post every single like week like I was doing before, because I reached a point where I felt like I said, it was getting repetitive. I kind of showed you everything that I could show you, and I'm feeling normal most days. So I think that one thing that I do really want to get into is maybe like figuring out what my channel is going to be like after chemo, like just everyday life, and not like make it so cancer related. I do still want to do like a what I wore or what I wear during chemo like lookbook, and like styling my hats or like wigs and things like that. Like that is definitely still a video that I'm going to post. But as far as like the overall content of my channel, like I still do kind of want to post videos. I just don't know if I want them to all be like cancer related. I don't know, like I kind of talked about this in a few of my other videos, but I feel like I make myself more emotionally overwhelmed or drained or upset just because for the most part I feel normal all the time, and I am so grateful for that. Like I think that is the most amazing thing ever, because again, like I said, I didn't know what to expect, and I thought I was just gonna be frail and vomiting and like can't move, but for the most part I can do everyday life things, or I feel okay. Going forward, I kind of just want to like, I don't know, I want to get back into my normal life. Like I want to get to being healthy, working out, try to get back into society. Not now, because obviously my red white blood cells, but like that's just something I kind of want to figure out, just kind of show you guys like my actual interests and not like just solely cancer related. I have other content that I had that I was working on, so I think I'm gonna slowly incorporate those into my channel as well. I don't know, I felt like I was starting to sound like a broken record talking about it all the time, and it was kind of just making me feel uninspired and not too like into it. Like I guess that's how I felt like this like last couple weeks. So I am still going to give you guys updates. I am still going to like show you like things that I can, moods and stuff like that, but I feel like I get you should get the gist. Like during chemo week I feel like crap. Not chemo week I feel like okay and totally normal, and then I just do that cycle over and over and over again. I still post, I just don't know if it would still be like only cancer related. That's that. Like I kind of wanted to talk about like costs. Yeah, honestly I can't even really tell you what everything costs, but I feel like this is something that like a lot of people probably are curious, and I don't know. I have health insurance. Which I don't know why this is funny. It's stupid. This is why it's funny. It's stupid because everybody should fucking have health insurance, and stuff shouldn't be as expensive. I can tell y'all that. The time that they figured out all of like me having cancer, I had already reached my out-of-pocket max. So with the out-of-pocket max, and your insurance cover everything 100%. So I was already at the point where I wasn't like paying anything except co-payments, which for me was $50 a visit. Each time that I go, so I go twice a month, I pay $50 each co-pay visit, and that's $100 so far for me a month. Right now, because it's a new year and everything is starting over, I still have those $50 co-payments. However, now because I already reached my out-of-pocket max from the last cycle, this is the new year, I have to reach another $3,500 for the my out-of-pocket max. It's starting over, but I don't have like an actual like numbers or digit or anything like that. So overall I feel like with me, like I think that it will probably cost me like out of pocket, like what I had to pay for through this whole thing, I think that I'm gonna be at like $5,000 or around that much of like medical bills. That's where in my mind I'm telling my ballpoint at, it's like okay, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000. Like that's, I'm like please let that be the max and nothing more. But like that's where I think that like overall everything will cost me like once it's done. When you look at the actual price of what like these doctor visits cost versus like what after like insurance, it's like it's crazy. I kid you not. My surgery, for example, was $20,000, and I'm just like wow. Yeah, thank God for insurance, you know. In the grand scheme of it, I think that like I don't know, I talked about this in a bunch of clips, but I never like inputted them in any videos because I didn't want to seem like I was like begging for money or like asking people for money. So every time like I had like a mental breakdown about like how much stuff was costing, I kind of just like took it off because I just didn't want to seem like I was that type of person. Like I appreciate like gifts, like people sent me hats, I like greatly appreciate that. People send me wigs, people send me earrings, like flowers and things like that, but I just felt like it was weird to kind of talk about, like, you know, financial stuff. So instead what I did is I rebudget my life and like my money, and I just added bills, like these medical bills, into it, and kind of just like figured it out that way. Yeah, so to be honest, I really don't know what it costs. I just know that being sick is not like the most fun thing to do, and like my biggest concern with everything was that once this was all said and done, that I was going to have like a lot of debt and it was going to stress me out. But then I kept telling myself that, you know, whatever it costs, this is my health and I can't really put a price tag on it. I want the best. I have a very great cancer facility. It's nice, it's new, it's sweet, it's clean, I don't want to go anywhere else. I feel safe there. I feel supported there. I feel like everything is great. I don't really care what it costs me. I just kind of want to just get through it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this part in it, because I just feel like when you start talking about money, like I said, I didn't want to seem like I was begging people, and it just was odd. So I was just like, no. All right, I kind of just can tell you guys my like midway thoughts and how I'm feeling and where I'm at now, like just overall, and like close it up. I think overall I feel great. Overall I feel grateful. That's it. Again, like I think that before, when I first found out, or when I first had an idea that I had cancer, I was so nervous, I was crying, I was so emotional, and I could see myself now being able to like grasp it. I mean, even every once in a while I get in like a funk and I'm like emotional and I'm like, yo, I hate this. I wish I could just have a normal life. I wish I didn't have to wake up Monday morning 7 o'clock to go to the cancer doctor. But like again, like I said, I'm grateful because I didn't know what to expect, but I expected the worst, and it was totally different for me. And I just want people to know, like, it is different for everybody. So just because I had like I'm having an easier than I expected like feelings through all this process, I'm like super grateful for it, because I know that it's not all like rainbows and fairy tales. It's hard, but I think with me it's been more emotional than physically. I have the support that I got from my friends, my family, my coworkers, like people on the internet, like random people. Like, I just have this support around me, and I think I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I think that that's it, you know. Overall, besides me being uninspired to make more videos, I think that overall I feel really good, and I am excited for the next couple months. I am excited for this to be over. I am literally writing a list of all the foods that I cannot eat right now that I can't wait to eat. I am gonna have like a freaking sandwich of everything, just all one thing. I'm gonna have a tummy ache afterwards, and I don't care. I'm just so excited for it. Overall I feel good, and I'm just like ready to like move on to the next phase of my life. I don't know, we'll see. I am planning a trip to California, which I'm really excited. I want to go back home to Detroit to see my family, my nephews and my nieces. I want to go to Paris. So we'll see what happens. I'm at a point in my life now where I'm just ready to do things. And anyways, this is me talking a lot like always, so thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate everything, and yeah, bye.